not much to say about today. We just waited around for our setups, took one in the morning, took one in the afternoon, and let the market decide if it wants to give us money or take some money away. That's all we can do. I'm proud of executing the plan, even though we just keep racking up losing trades, but that's okay. This strategy, from what I've tested, is only a 50% win rate, so we're gonna have just as many losers as we do winners. The plan is that the winners outweigh the losers. That's what the data shows. That's what we need to do moving forward. So with that said, let's get right into today's trading session and see you guys on the other side. I'm gonna go ahead and get short on so the funded account is over here, trading micros. I'm messing around over here with minis on my eval account. But it's 10 and have a bearish fair value gap up here, targeting sell side. Just getting in one at the moment. We can come up a little more, maybe we'll do two, but our stop is going to be up here at the highs, I guess. Kind of sucks. Two. Oh, well, this account's gone. I was in $1,000 of profit, by the way, on this evaluation account over here, but I made a mistake this morning. I accidentally clicked the sell button 2 times because Tradervue was being laggy, so it put me in 2 contracts earlier and took an unnecessary loss. And then when I got in this one, I was like, we're so close to just passing it if we just leave it, because it was such a big position size that I'll just let it pass or fail. I honestly didn't really care to have that account anymore. I didn't want to have a 25K account. I'd rather just use the discount that's going on right now and buy a larger one so we can practice with minis. That last trade on that account, yeah, I really don't care about it. I was gonna cancel it last week and just sign up for a new one, and that's when I was like, well, let's just scalp it and see what happens. But we have a valid setup for what we're doing right now on the funded. Bearish fair value gap after taking out buy side and then targeting sell side. I don't think that this is going to work out though. We have this fair value gap, bearish, bullish, Jesus. But all of this is valid for this setup strategy, so we need to just let it play out. But I don't like, we created this little swing high, and then we did have a break in structure with that. I was going ahead and writing down in my back testing Excel sheet that I showed you guys in the last video. Go ahead and putting down the risk that we're accepting on this trade, because this definitely is a trade I would have taken on that. So like I've told you all, that's my main goal, is to make sure I'm taking trades exactly like I take them when I test, and then I should be getting those results. This one is definitely one. We've got after 10, got buy side, sell side. Buy sides has been taken out. Fair value gap to enter after 10. So since I blew the 25K account, which was kind of expected. I was going to cancel it on Friday anyways. I think I'm going to go back to my original plan, which is why I was going to cancel it, was I was going to sign up for an account size that could withstand this strategy with minis. Sure, might be getting prematurely onto a larger size, but I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing on the funded account. Just going to have a evaluation account that we can trade one mini at a time. Whenever we take a trade on this, we go and copy it and put it over there as well, and just kind of see how that feels. Okay, I'm not going to change anything about the emotions. Nothing is going to change about the strategy. I just want to do this on an account that does micros, and then an account that can withstand the minis. I think I need the 150K account to be able to withstand all the amount of risk that we take on each week. I did some calculations, and I looked at my backtesting log and looked, since I keep track of the risk on every trade, I looked at the most amount of risk that we take in 1 week and then I figured out how much is that in minis. So if we took losses on every single trade, what's the most we can handle with 1 week? I think that's whatever the drawdown is on the 150. So when we do that, we'll you guys will know, but most likely sign up for it tonight. Get started on that tomorrow. I know this looks like adding to a losing trade. However, this is all still valid from my original setup. So I'm really just getting better entries, not adding to a losing trade, because the trade is still at play. There's a pretty big stop loss from the entry down here. So just trying to get a better one. Just average out better, but I need to get more coffee. So we'll see how this trade can do. It's not up to me anymore. It's up to the market. I did my part. I waited, took my setup, and now we see what the market wants to give us. Well, I guess that one didn't work out. Not a big deal. That was definitely the setup that I'm trying to do. Again, my main goal is to just perform and take trades exactly like I would take in backtesting. This was definitely one of them. Fair value gap above buy side with an entry after 10 after 10. That one did hurt a little worse than others because it was a pretty big stop, but we have to just take what's given to us. So now nothing to do. We wait for the lunch session to form, and we can get our highs and lows from that, and then wait for the next one. So we have to wait for 12 and 1 to be traded through. We'll come back at 1, mark out the highs and lows, buy side, sell side, and then wait for another setup on the opposite side. That's V1. We have our buy side and sell side marked out from the lunch session. I thought about that, the larger account. I went ahead and got it today, so we'll start if we get a trade, we'll go ahead and start trading on that as well as our funded. So TradingVue, we're going to stick with the micros on our funded, max 3 micros at a time. Same strategy we've been doing. On Tradeovate, up here it will say Apex instead of the performance, the PA. This is the 150 account, so we have like 5 or 6,000 of drawdown. Our profit goal is 9,000. I don't really care about the profit goal. The main thing is the trailing threshold, 5,000. I believe the most I needed was like 3,900 or something like that, based on just some calculations I did for me personally to be able to feel comfortable with the minis on this strategy. So that gives us plenty of room to see what we can do. So just whenever I take a trade on the funded, we'll just go over here and click the same buy or sell, whatever we're doing, and the same targets, and just try to manage those together. It's nothing more than just being able to see what this does on the minis. That's it. So everything else should be the same based on just what we're expecting based on our back testing. I went ahead and got it now because this deal ends the end of July for the 80% off. So I would have had to buy it the last day of July, and then I'm going on a 2-week vacation in the beginning of August. So we'd have to wait 2 weeks to start it anyways. So just bought it today, get it under our belts, and just start trading now. We'll see what the next couple weeks we can do. It's the 17th today. So yeah, so we'll be able to trade it this week, next week, and then the beginning of the following week. But then I go on a trip for about 10 days. I doubt I'll be trading. It kind of sucks that I got to pay for the eval and only be using it for 2 weeks, and then I don't touch it. But I wanted to make sure I got the 80% off, so went ahead and did that. If you want 80% off, you can click the link down below and use save 80. But Apex is always doing deals like that, so I'm sure they'll have more if you miss it. And I also have like a 50% off anytime if they ever take the 80 away. But back to today, we got the lunch session. We got the high up here at 809, the low at 760. It's now after 1 p.m. So now we just wait for the market to trade up above buy side or to trade down below sell side. Whichever one it does first, then we look for a fair value gap pointing in the opposite direction, targeting the other side. That's all we do. And now, like I said, we'll trade micros on TradingVue and trade minis over here, but it's going to be the same exact trades, same strategy. Nothing changes. I'm more just curious and eager to see what will happen. If it's anything like back testing and we can pick the trades that we're supposed to be picking, then we should be profitable, which means we should pass this eval account with this strategy, and then we should be trading minis right after that. But we'll see. I'm gonna short on this 1 minute. Put our stop right up here at like 37. Such a small risk. 10 points. Or we're just climbing all day. Or all afternoon. Go ahead and get into and if it continues to look okay, then we'll add the third, but only 6 points away from getting stopped out. But I have noticed on like back testing the afternoon trades, some of them are very small risks. This wasn't found on the 2 minute. But I think I like this on the 1 minute, so we took it. I would love to see an actual fair value gap on the 2 minute now. So we do have one on the 1 minute, that's where we entered. If this candle closes, we create a little gap right here. I'll go ahead and add a third on our funded. It's 3 points, that meets my requirements. And targeting down here. Alright, we're in 3 then. Average at 25, which is exactly where we would be entering right there. So 11 points, I can write that down because that meets everything that we want it to. That's what I'm looking for, is back tested setups that I would write down on that sheet I showed you in my back testing video. Well, now we wait. Stop or I guess 68. Although if we come down fast, there's a potential that we go past that, blow past it, and head down here. But we gotta stick to our plan. I've yet to come up here, so we could come back up into our entry, but it doesn't matter. I mean, we're, like I said before, when I get in a trade, there's three ways for me to get out of this. Either we're gonna hit our stop, we're gonna hit our profit target, or we're gonna hit the red line, which right now, since it's an afternoon trade, it's the end of the day at 4. Morning trade is at noon, and if we hit that and we haven't hit one of the targets, then we kill it. I don't care if it comes down to freaking 80 down here and comes back up and hits our stop. Yeah, we'll wait. I definitely don't recommend this strategy unless you have a very good handle on your emotions, because it's painful sitting and waiting for these moves. It's painful having only a 50% win rate. You go through several losses in a row before you catch like some big winners. After today these 2 trades today would be 6 losing trades in a row. It kind of sucks. But we just keep moving forward and keep waiting for the setup, and assuming we are trading live how we would trade backtesting, it should play out. Just gotta keep our heads up and keep waiting on those setups. But hopefully you guys are good today. Let me know in the comments as usual. And we will see you tomorrow after tomorrow's trading sessions. I forgot to do the performance stuff. So this is our fresh evaluation account that we're trading minis. 1 small loss. It would be bigger if we had traded it this morning, but we didn't. Just the one trade. And then our funded account is just dwindling away. We're getting close. But it's fine. I have faith. We'll get there. 2 trades. Some long ones too. But we'll be back tomorrow, ready to go.